Oops. Hi, I'm host Eric, here for Talking with Famous People, the YouTube channel. And my friend Cameron, who is a kind person who asks me questions I really want to be asked, was asking me about my YouTube channel, my favorite topic of conversation. So I said, well, hey, why don't you ask that question on video? So here we are. Cameron?
Yes. Sometimes Eric looks up his statistics. He's curious about it. So I have a statistics question about how you can get the best YouTube ratings. I was looking up art recently, and someone said that you should not have a whole lot of different types of art in your one YouTube channel. You should stick with one type, because people looking at your stuff will look at other stuff that's just a little bit different than it. So Eric, do you think that you put too much diverse art or too much diverse types of media out there?
Yes, if I were fundamentally going from a subscriber model that's driven by build and keep happy a fan base. But I'm not going that model.
Do you think you're going to get 10 billion views not addressing that, Eric?
Okay. Well, I think I have a better shot of getting 10 billion views the way I'm doing it. Because look, here are some things to think about. If somebody were to say, because somebody else asked me the same question about, well, why don't you break it into different channels since you're doing these such different things? Here's something to consider. One, it takes a certain amount of time to switch identities. And it's not necessarily easy, especially when you have your identities all linked in together through Google, which I currently do. Number two, you have to maintain separate things, and so some of them will wither, and some of them will stay consistent. Number three, you have to limit yourself to a certain genre of thing when you are focusing on a given channel, and I don't think I can. I don't want to and can't. And then, so those are just sort of practical concerns.
Can you picture yourself having a special suit sometime for like philosophy videos, like having
Like
a real avatar, like wearing a special outfit?
I could. I mean, I could see myself doing that and sticking with it for like 2 whole days. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
and then that was that time I was doing the outfits for that show, for that thing. I mean, that's just how it goes. It's like I'm going to work on what I feel like working on more than anything else, to the exclusion of everything else sometimes.
And how's your success lately? Are people watching your stuff?
It's getting better. I mean, I would say I've got 76 subscribers, which is pretty remarkable, and I have like 17,000 views total or something. But the thing I'm most struck by about the whole experience is the fact that people comment and choose to engage me about media that I made, and they are generally speaking not necessarily other makers, or usually not other YouTube makers, which makes YouTube different than any sort of one of these things I've participated in before.
So you're participating with the consumers of your stuff rather than other artists, mainly.
Right.
With YouTube, you don't go to other,
No.
you don't subscribe to a lot of channels and view them, or do you? How about that? Do you have a lot of channels?
I got three basically. No, okay, I've got people I know in real life channels. If I know you in real life, your channel's in my featured channels. So yours is there, Brian Anderson's, Matt Henderson. I mean, I don't really know Matt very well, but he's one of the Church Fund people, and that's the Church Fund is this sort of artist commune thing down in Hollywood. That it's a house that's got a huge lot, and they've basically built like a permanent carnival set, and They lived there, and different people moved. The church fund is occupied, lived in by different people. It's a rotating series of people coming and going into there.
It's very bicycle based. Don't they have a bicycle mechanic sort of station and lots of either lockers or places to keep bikes? And I think they do that midnight riders or cyclavia thing.
Yeah, you're right. That is very much about the thing. But since I'm not interested in that thing about it, then it didn't even cross my radar. You know, it's something I might mention. I do a lot of bicycle stuff. I don't even know what that means. Like, oh, we do a lot of bicycle stuff. What does that mean?
We work on bikes. We promote the bicycle lifestyle, which is an eco crusader lifestyle, Eric. Are you an eco crusader yourself?
Um,
I mean this facetiously, but some people are really into
bit.
not burning gas and making sure to carry their own bag to the grocery store. And there are people who really ride their bike a lot and they're so into it that they just talk all about it. But they're probably space people, people who live in the physical world, not people who live in the abstract philosophical world. So you didn't think about that because that's not your personality type.
yeah, I didn't think about that. That would be proceed. The function proceed. Cameron here is regulating things. I don't proceed. He doesn't proceed either. He regulates. We have inverse proportionality functions, right? So I mentioned on another video. I think I just referred to you. I think I might have named you or not. I don't know if I did, but the somebody with whom I had this inverse proportionality 1-4 cognitive relation function. I'm talking about him, and how when we prioritize or when we do Cameron stuff, which we haven't really done a lot of Cameron stuff. We're gonna go archery shooting, right?
We were going to.
We had. What happened that day though? I was down still.
Oh, it was raining too
Who
much.
was pussing out?
Yeah,
Not
I
me.
pussed out because of the rain, and I was laying in a warm bed. Yeah.
A little rain never stopped me. We're going out in the rain and shoot some arrows and some shit.
We planned. Well, I said, "Oh yes, we can do it, even if it's raining." And then I was in such a warm place, I just couldn't leave.
Yeah, I think we
And
have
it
a
was too
certain
rainy.
number of activities that I think are fair to call them entirely shared activities. Like we went hiking that one time. It's not necessarily either of. It's not like us doing my stuff or us doing your stuff. If we were to do full on Cameron stuff, I'd probably have to like turn some wrench on some nut and bolt thing or whatever.
You would have to do parkour, and you'd be
See, I'm down
so-
for that, though. I'm totally down for that. I want to do that.
I don't know if you're strong enough to do that.
Uh-oh.
Kidding.
He
But-
just challenged the ENTP's competitive nature.
Hey, if you want to go to the monkey bars, we'll.
Or not that
check
shit,
it
dude. I'm
out.
not going to American Ninja with you, okay? Not that. I mean, like, what I
Okay.
used to do which is like that, parkour. 'Cause I don't think parkour is requiring a lot of upper body strength. If it requires anything upper body, I don't like it.
Okay.
But I used to run down the trails up in the mountains above Chantry and like, you know, up off the rocks and stuff like that. It was fun. I liked
That's
it.
super fun. We should go to the waterfall then. Go to Sturtevant Falls or go down to the unsafe rock diving area.
Yeah, well,
in Chantry.
whenever the word Sturtevant Falls comes up, what must then occur?
A forest adventure pass to obey the law?
No, there must be a reference to that one time that one kid died there.
Only once?
I know. Well,
Which
that's the
kid?
thing. What I mean is there have been a lot of kids who died there, right? I'm sure.
I only
know
know
of
of the
one.
kid who died in Azusa who was in my grade at Arcadia High.
Is he in your grade? Was he?
Rock diving.
He might be the one I'm thinking
Joe
of too.
Dolan.
What is that?
That's my phone
Joe.
making noise.
Joe, oh yeah, he died. He didn't die at the start of it?
No, I believe he was rock diving in Azusa Canyon and
He dove in the
dove
wrong
down
rock?
and I don't know, didn't come back up. I didn't really hear the story other than just he didn't come back up. So I don't know. Everyone was really sad though, that's for sure.
Yeah. Except one person.
Which one?
Laura.
Well, you know,
Remember?
As long as we're going there.
Do you remember?
I thought, it's hard to speak badly of the dead.
You thought he was an asshole too?
He was an asshole. He was in my grade. I had him in a PE class before, but that's talking shit about the dead, and usually we don't do that.
We don't usually do it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's inherently wrong. I don't know him at all. Like I have no opinion about it only because I don't remember ever encountering him. I think he was enough younger than me that I just never encountered him.
Yeah.
But
He went to Baldwin Stalker, I believe, so I didn't encounter him until 7th grade, and just discovered he was one of the people who like to pick on others, and Laura was someone that...
got a lot of shit from him, huh?
He wasn't the main guy who gave her shit, but he was a dick, yeah.
Karma, maybe. Who knows? I mean, I think that's the way that's an awful lot of karma. But if you made someone's life miserable, maybe just that one last little slip of good luck you might have saved your ass the last second. It doesn't fall into place. Who knows? Teenagers dying at rock diving. That's the sort of shit that happens still, but used to happen probably a lot more. You know?
I think that kids now are so pressured and stressed to get into college or not get into it, do whatever, that they just don't... There's not as much freedom. And also the Forest Adventure Pass makes it so you can't go to Chantry unless you pay either $5 for one day or $30 for the year. So,
I'm not paying that for those things. I want to get one of those tickets.
This is another video. Start new video. So
Okay, start a video.